girlfriend? I can't hear you. I can't hear you. Sorry. Oh. Oh, well, I don't know what you're saying. Sorry. All right. I can't hear you, girlfriend. Oh, she's coming back. Well, anyway, guys, for those of y'all that are here, all of y'all, I see all of y'all. So go ahead and start chiming in and let us know. But today we have one of the awesome groups that are moving the conjunto music to the new genre, the new music. And I'm really happy to have them here because they're such innovators in music. They're totally different, I guarantee you. And I'm hoping to bring a whole new vision for y'all. If y'all haven't heard of these guys, I hope you fall in love with them the way I love these guys. I love their music and everything else. This is Grupo Pecado.
Hey.
What's up, brothers? How y'all doing?
What's
going on? There you go,
good.
Daniel. How you doing, brother? Just so that way we can get a, so we'll know who you are. Go ahead and sound off who's all joining us today, man.
It's me, Danny Sanchez. I'm the vocalist and accordion player of Grupo Pecado.
Ramiro Spuds Ponce, bass, vocals.
And Denise Michelle on drums, percussions.
And songwriter.
Welcome. I still can't hear you, Hilda. Sound off, girlfriend.
Check.
There you are. Now I can hear
There
you.
we are.
Right,
hey,
cool.
guys.
What's going on?
Now I'm switching y'all around so that way we can see y'all a little bit better. There we are. So we can see y'all. We'll be in the corner down here, down in the bottom. No, it's cool.
What did you build on the corner?
Oh, yeah. Nobody puts. Well, they did. I did. So, yeah, we'll put y'all like that. That's better, I think. How's that? That looks good. All right. So how y'all guys doing, man? How was the holidays, by the way, real quick? I mean, we're still kind of in the holiday season.
It was excellent. I had a blast this year. The whole year was good. Christmas is great. We just hoping that this 2024 will be a lot better than our 2023. So yeah, I mean, I had a blast.
All of us, man. It was just it was a great year. You know, hoping for the best for Grupo Pecado for 24, and we want all of you guys to come along for the ride.
Denise?
Yes. Sorry, I'm over here doing the Facebook Live, so I was over here trying to get the camera ready on this side too. But yes, the year was great. I'm excited for what 2024 is going to bring us. So actually, we're in the process of producing a new song. We should be having it out released
within 2 weeks, probably.
Within 2 weeks, yeah.
That's awesome. So I caught y'all at a good time then, because I was reaching out and I was like, "Hey, I got an open spot, man. Can y'all guys want to come on?" And so
I was working on an oil leak. I was like, "Sure, why
not?" ¿Por qué no? Why?
Speaking of Facebook, for the Facebook fans that are watching, you can tune in on quehuboradio.net, right?
Yeah, quehuboradio.net. And if you look over my shoulder, here, let me switch this around real quick. So if you look over my shoulder right there, that's on Tejano Connects on Roku. That's actually live on TV. So if you have Roku TV, you can actually look it up at Cubo TV, and also on Cubo Tejano Connects. So you can actually see it on TV as well. So we're live on TV. And if you're
fancy.
I didn't know this was going to be a video thing. No matter anyway.
Yeah. You didn't. I was all excited. I took a shower and everything. I even got my best my best cologne on there.
Hey, but what?
I know, it smelled great. It's called Sudor de Macho. Juan Nervez, how are you doing, brother? Saludos desde Ruskin, Florida, for the Cubo crew. How are you doing, brother?
Hi,
Thanks a lot for joining. There you go.
Not to like veer off of this much, but our prayers and everything go out to Papa Settle. Yeah, I don't know if you guys.
They had an accident.
They had an accident, man. So everybody, I talked to the guys. Everyone's great. Everyone's fine. Just prayers for all the recoveries and stuff, man.
Thanks to God, they were really fine.
They lost some equipment, but everyone was good, man. So that's important.
Well, it's better to lose equipment and then lose a person. That's for sure. And equipment can be replaced. It's the important things that matter. I'll tell you what. When I was deployed, my last deployment, I was gone, and because I was always traveling, I was always in a sortie. My wife wrote me every day. She wrote a letter to me every day, but I never got my mail call. So at the end, when we were flying back, because it's like we flew out of Egypt, and it's like 18 hours flying back from Egypt back to I was stationed at Fort Stewart, Georgia. It was like 18 hours. And they gave me a stack of letters of all of her letters because she wrote me every day. So instead of sleeping, I read all of the letters coming home. And so I had them. And then, like, I don't know, I want to say maybe about 12 years ago, a tornado hit our house. And all of the letters are gone except for the very first one she sent me. But I still have the first one though. But that's
yeah, for sure.
Yeah, she's like, write again, woman. Nah, who writes now? Everybody's texting.
Your service, brother. Appreciate that.
We write songs about any little thing.
There you go. Chris Rodriguez says, hello, how are you doing, brother? TDK, El Mero Monte. He's at the Honda Dance King. He's joining us here in the house. So, just for people that don't know your music, because see, I fell in love with your music with Adelorio. When it got sent to me, I was like, who are these guys? Because it got sent to me and I was like, oh man, I love it. And then I saw the video and then I was like, oh man, I really love it now because the video was awesome. But it's so different. It's you use a steel guitar instead of actually using a bajo, and it's I don't know how the timing is. It's like a drop kick rhythm that's kind of different. It's rock and rollish, not necessarily traditional conjunto, but you're singing in conjunto style, so it's very progressive.
We keep the bass, the genre, but we also experiment with other types of like for instance, like you're saying, the electric guitar and all this and that.
Try different sounds, different techniques.
We like it. We're rockers. A little bit of rock in it, not too much to overpower it, but we do.
It's like a sprinkle of a little bit of that rock flavor.
Sprinkle of rock, yeah.
Yeah, well, it's pretty awesome because I mean it's different, and that's really what music deserves to be. It needs to be moving forward, and it has to grow, and it has to evolve, it has to shape, and that's really awesome when you're confident in your music to experiment and to make it different. That's what's really awesome, and I really, I'm like, wow, that's really cool. I was just really impressed by it because it was so different.
I appreciate that, man. It's thank you. We try to we do write our own music. We produce our own music. She'll come up with lyrics. We'll come up with music. We'll just pass it around each other. See, anybody can come up with their own little input in arrangements and stuff like that. And at the very end, I put it together, and this is what we come up with. And we love doing it. We love the response that we get when we perform live. We love like when we're doing interviews like this. It's just that's what we do it for. We do it for the love of the music.
Yeah, well, it shows, and also you have some awesome videos. I love your videos.
Oh, we also produce. And come up with the storylines and everything. We also do our own videos and stuff.
Yeah. Well, they're pretty. Where are y'all guys coming from, by the way? Where y'all situated at? Part of Texas. Where's that located? I'm sorry.
Corpus Christi.
Corpus Christi. Oh, okay. I'll be down there this weekend, by the way. Yeah, that's cool.
Oh, cool.
Bring your fishing rods.
No, I'll be shooting a music video down there. So,
cool.
The official Celeste. How are you doing, girlfriend? Saludos from Brownsville, Texas. She's down there. She's saying hello. David Vela is also saying hello. And what do you say? Ex-Oakland Raiders is watching. There you go, Dave. There you go.
Let's not start an NFL here, man.
Hey, man, I'm a Cowboys fan, but I've been a Cowboys fan since the 70s, man. I mean, I was a Cowboys fan when they were 1-16, and when they were winning Super Bowls, and when they were losing every game. It doesn't matter.
Bandwagoners. We've been through it all.
Here we go. Here we go.
I've always been a Cowboys fan, so it doesn't matter to me. But I'll tell you what, I met Drew Pearson, and Drew Pearson asked me because I told him I was like I interviewed him, and he told me, he goes, "You're really a Dallas." I was like, I'm a diehard Dallas Cowboy fan. He goes, "Really? How diehard are you?" And I said, "Drew Pearson, you came out of Cincinnati, Ohio. You were drafted with you signed with the Oklahoma Cowboys first, but you went on a baseball scholarship. You didn't start playing football until your sophomore year in college. That's when you started playing football, and you were drafted in the 7th round." And he's like, "Holy shit!" Here, and I have pictures of me holding up his Super Bowl rings. He let me wear his Super Bowl ring. So
Get it, man.
You see this, man? That's
See it, man.
straight up.
so he's like, "Okay, dude, I'll give it to you." So,
I don't have that much knowledge of almost ladies. I like Dracula.
it rolls around in here. I don't know why. So it's just
It's cool though. It's cool that you have that knowledge. Yeah.
right
You
here.
know what, bandwagoners will be like, "Hey, you know what? Did you know this?" They'll be like, "Huh?"
Yeah.
Yeah, I just know weird shit, so don't. I don't know. It's quiet.
Hey, we all know something like that at one point or another.
Right. Karina Garcia, how are you doing? She goes, "Hey, Spuds."
Who's that?
Karina. Angel Jimenez, singer. Saludos. I can't wait for your song to be coming out. She's got a new single coming out. A beautiful voice out there. Mona Cáceres, she's my sister-in-law. She's also a veteran. How are you doing, girlfriend? Welcome. Mark Annalise from Texas Pachanga. How are you doing?
Hey, Mark.
Yeah, Mark. He's down there from El Valle down there as well. David Vela says, "I'm from Southside." David from Southside, Texas Southside.
Texas Southside.
Okay. And Chris Rodriguez says, I want an autograph. Use t-shirt from the band.
A used t-shirt? Is that what he said?
That's what he says. I want an autograph. Used t-shirt from the band. Chris.
Then people are come up and be like, "Hey, just take it off, bro," and like that. So yeah,
You know what's under there?
Wait, maybe that's what he wants. Maybe he wants to see a show.
I guess.
Knowing Chris, you never know.
Hey, you can go to pecadomusic@gmail.com and give us your address, and we'll send you some merch.
Oh, speaking of Pecado Music, if you're looking for some music from these guys, I'm going to play some music here in a minute. You play some music videos, but if you want to check out their music, you can always go to their Apple page and check out their music because it's right here on the QR code. You can go ahead and check it out. Mira nomás.
Technology.
The QR code. Yeah, I know. I'm so technological. And you can click on it, and it'll take you right there to their link, and it'll show you. It'll take you to their music link, so that way you can do it. It's their Apple link for their albums, and you can.
I'll tell you what, man. I've been in this business a long time, dude, and it's crazy to see how. I'm not gonna say how old I am, but I'm old enough to where, dude, we used to have to walk. Or not walk, to drive to all these different radio stations to do what we're doing now.
On the horse.
Yeah, exactly.
I've been in it a long time myself. I remember going to prom with Moses. So I've been in it a long time.
Oh my
God.
But no,
but you haven't been around that long, because I don't know if you remember me, but I remember you from back in the Corpus scene. And you had a cover band. It was R&B, soul. I forget the name of it. Forgive me, but it was back when I was with Five with Ernest Reese.
Yeah, Terra Nova. The English band was Terra Nova, and then I played with Project 6. That's probably who you're thinking about. And then I played with Alvarez Amor y Talento. I mean, I've gone. I've got a lot of.
I remember seeing you. That's correct.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
But you're not that old, because then if you're old, that means I'm old, and I'm not old.
Hey, by the way, now that we're letting you talk, he's letting you talk. Congratulations! I saw your performance of the anthem at the Hall of Fame ceremony.
Oh, thank you so much! I always have so much fun singing the national anthem. That's like my favorite song to sing.
Yeah, it was her.
Yeah, it was her.
Oh wow, cool.
Yeah, it was great. It was a great performance, and yeah, and I was in the very back, and we were there just really quick, and then I had to take off, so I didn't really get to say hi to too many people. But I wanted to tell you that now that I got you here.
Thank you so much. Thank you, guys. So you guys got to see some of the performances and stuff there, right? Some of the awards.
The Delta Boys, man, those dudes are always.
Oh yes.
Yeah. Yeah, I got introduced to them by when I was playing with Albert, which their bajo player is Jaime Gonzalez, and he was playing with Albert at the time as well, and was actually my second time around. But yeah, no, it was great, man. We got to see a lot of people, and like I said, we were just kind of real quick in and out, but we got to see. I know Johnny Hernandez was there, of course. Rick was there. I mean, just name on and on.
Chris Rodriguez, actually, Chris is with Tano Highway 281, and so he was there too. They put on one heck of a show as well there.
Did you see what he said?
Great. And it started with you, and it was great. Good.
Yeah. What did Chris say?
His comment is Hilda is ancient.
Hi, Chris.
Chris.
Wow, Chris.
Don't say that, brother. You know, I just said I was in the military. I could knock a tick off a dog's ass at 300 feet, bro.
Good boy.
It's okay. Like, I just get, better with age, like fine wine, okay?
Official Celestes, are y'all coming down to Sombrero Fest in February?
Whoa, what?
Are y'all coming down to Sombrero Fest in February?
No. February we are we're releasing the music in 2 weeks, and I'll be heading out to Connecticut in February. So no, we won't be going to Sombrero though.
Connecticut
solo tour or what?
I'm sorry?
A solo tour in Connecticut?
No, just
I'll be going to Connecticut, right? You didn't say we were.
It's because there's this burial site of they say vampires used to be there, so I want to go visit that.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were going to make a break from the band, and say, "Hey, I need a solo project."
Oh.
No. I don't do music solo. I mean, I always have somebody involved. So
we like vampires too. You need an
right? You could have made it a group trip.
It was a surprise. Yeah, it was a surprise, guys.
Yeah.
I ruined it.
It's not too late, okay? It's like a couple weeks away. You still have time.
I know, right? I didn't know they let Mexicans up in Connecticut. That's not that. Did you pay a $40 fine up there or something?
Wait till the fans they find out about Ghosters. Wait till
I love Ghosters.
The Ghosters. By the way, real quick, Laura Science, Leona, she's in there from Leona Promotion. She's here in the house. How you doing, girlfriend? She says she can't wait to hear the new music, by the way, so that's really cool.
There'll be a little bit more more Tejano type deal. So, but I mean, it's because we're versatile. We do a lot of different sounds and stuff like that. We still keep it like our flavor of Grupo Pecado.
There's always Pecado in it, no matter what. Yeah.
So hopefully you guys like it. It'll come out in about 2 weeks. So I'm excited about it.
Yeah, I mean, but still, y'all's it's still part of y'all, so that's all that really matters. As long as it's Grupo Pecado, that's really I think it was Ruben Ramos when I interviewed him. He always his piece of advice was his secret is to make it in this business. You have to do it. Doesn't matter whatever it is, just do it. Be yourself, be whatever it is that you decide to be, but just do that one thing, because if you're constantly changing to different things, people don't know who you are and they don't know where to go to. So stick to being you, and then you'll always be successful because everybody knows who you are.
Mm-hmm.
And if you're constantly switching, try to be somebody else, it doesn't work out. So it's better to just be you. And so
have your own identity and you're good. Yeah.
Yeah, DJ Rodriguez, he says Pecado style. That's what he's talking about.
Yeah, sure. Saludo para DJ Rodman and Dodi Rodriguez.
And Dodi, yeah.
They got some new music coming out too, and it's pretty awesome.
Mm-hmm. Well, let's go ahead and take a listen to that song that I was telling you about that made me fall in love with y'all guys. It's called Adororido. I got the music video. I'm going to go ahead and play it for y'all so that way y'all can check it out. For those of y'all that are on radio station, you can also listen to it if you're listening to it on the app. You can go ahead and you can click on the add to cart button and buy it. You don't know, Mas, you can buy it right there.
It's all fancy.
Yeah, I know. It's amazing. It'll take you there. You can buy the music. I don't make any money from that transaction, but because I participate in the program, I do get a discount on on my licenses, because I am a fully accredited radio station with ASCAP, BMIC, 60 Core, and all of them. So please enjoy. Alo Rio, that's Grupo Pecado. I'm Indio, and that is Hilda Lamas here on Cubo Radio.
Me voy lejos de aquí, no ves que quiero nada de ti. Adolorido el corazón, adolorido por un falso amor. Vas a llorar cuando tenga un nuevo querer. Vas a sufrir cuando ella me entregue su ser. Voy a sentir las caricias que tanto pedí. Voy a vivir la vida que me negaste a mí. Por fin me voy lejos de aquí, no ves que siento nada de ti. Adolorido el corazón, adolorido por un falso amor. Vas a llorar cuando tenga un nuevo querer. Vas a sufrir cuando ella me entregue su ser. Voy a sentir las caricias que tanto pedí. Voy a vivir la vida que me negaste a mí. Vas a llorar cuando tenga un nuevo querer. Vas a sufrir cuando ella me entregue su ser. Voy a sentir las caricias que tanto pedí. Voy a vivir la vida que me negaste a mí.
Hey, we need a singer. Do you sing?
That's a great song. I love the video, man. The concept is great. The music is awesome, but the video was just like the cherry on top. It was pretty cool, man.
Thanks, man. Thanks. We had a lot of fun doing it.
Yeah, and it shows your personality and your style, which is really cool, and the whole thing. It was just, I love it when you commit to an idea. That's the great thing, you know. Commit to it and do it, you know.
We also want to thank Phil Salazar for all the stuff he did with all the lighting and stuff. Man, he did a great job for the with that video shoot. So we want to thank him also.
Yeah, that's awesome. Bobby Castañeda joins us from California. Bobby says, "Saludos. How did y'all come up with the name Grupo Pecado?"
Dan?
Well, this one time we were rehearsing and we were just shooting out names and I mean there were so many names that we were just shooting out there and so as when one would come up with a name, we'd look it up right away and it was taken and this and that and I just said, what about Pecado? Grupo Pecado. And then we looked it up, there was nothing there and we stuck with that. So
I tried Captain Geach and the Shrimp Shack Shooters, but he didn't want to do it. I don't know if any of y'all know that reference, but we'll leave it at that.
Hey, you would have had my vote for that one, okay?
All right. Yeah, TDK, it says, saludos y bendiciones. I'm sure you they may meet a lot of fans and don't remember all of them, but I met Daniel at Desperados Night Club and Spuds at Far West in San Antonio. I had the pleasure of meeting Denise as well. So
awesome.
TDK, the Tejano Dance King, or I call him the Tejano Dance Kid, and Bumper Gomez, Cuvo, Happy New Year. How are you doing, Bumper? Thanks a lot for joining us, brother. he's got Bobby Pulido on his show tomorrow, so y'all be sure to check it out. You know, he's got the Bobby there. I have an interesting Bobby story. So
Bumper's always got the interesting stuff going on. I tell you what, you never know what you're going to get. The only thing that is constant with Bumper is it's going to be a great show. So y'all make sure to tune in. And there was actually a post on his page. I want to say maybe 2-3 weeks ago. So he's booking up. So if you guys are interested in getting on his show as well, go hit up his page and contact Bumper. He's good people. He's one of my favorites.
Yeah, he said. Oh, he says Wednesday, Vato. Not
You're already trying to make it be Tuesday.
I know. I mean, I'm getting back into the groove of things. I had 2 weeks off and I had time to rest, and I wasn't resting, but I mean, I was going through because I had to put in my thing for the year, and you put down how much stuff you've done and what you get. I did 16 music videos last year.
Wow, that's awesome.
I know. I was like, what? Holy crap. And none of them are any good. No, just kidding.
Oh my God. So to everybody out there that Lawrence did music videos for, I apologize right now ahead of time.
No.
I think they're great, but
they've been nominated. That's
critics, you know what I mean? So yeah.
I mean, as Bumper says, he would love to have these guys on. So you guys reach out to Bumper and he'll hook you guys up, make it happen. That would be an awesome show, I think. Thanks, Bumper.
Yeah, thanks, Bump. And I'll get their number for them afterwards, and so that way we'll get it to you, brother. Yeah.
Rebecca and Joey from California.
Yeah, we got all kinds of people over. Awesome.
Yeah. We got them everywhere, brother. That's what we do. Actually, we cover 142 countries. That's my station usually gets that group of people, and a lot of military people. But we've been 5 years strong, and last year, I'm proud to say, every month we had over 100,000 listeners. And it's all because of y'all guys. Thank you so very much for people like y'all listening to music like y'all. We play everybody's music. And we let the yeah. Oh, thank you. we let the fans decide the music. We don't dictate what people should listen to. We tell them this is new. Let us know if you want to hear it, so that because it's not it's up to them. It's the fans. We should always cater to the fans. People that sit there and dictate to people is incorrect. It should always be music is good music as long as it's good music. The only thing that I require is that it has to be under industry standards, of course. You guys know that because it has to be within parameters. And also it has to have an ISRC code so that way y'all can get paid for it, royalty wise, because you don't want to give it out for free. You want to get paid for it. So definitely. Julia Gasca, how are you doing, girlfriend? Hello, Indio Lawrence, and everyone tune in.
Hey, Julia, thanks for tuning in.
So y'all guys are from Corpus Christi. Grupo Pecado comes just tossing it around and everything else. What made y'all decide to go down this route? Was it just because y'all were rockers before and y'all decided nobody's done this before? What was the motivator?
We've had we all come from different bands. I was doing old school Tejano with my father, and Denise came from a conjunto band, and y'all know Spud's story. And I when I was 9 years old, I started writing music, and back then, the older people would be like, nah, you didn't write that. Nah, you didn't. They would always, put me down and stuff like that. I mean, I'm listening to a 9-year-old kid, right? That's writing music. And so I had all this music in the vault, you might say. And I started off real young. And then I went to school with Spuds. And so me and Spuds go way back, probably 30 years. So when I came up with Pecado, I had my brother doing bass with me, and then he decided to take a different path. And then I call my other brother, which is Spuds, and I asked him to help me out, and so he's been helping me with the arrangements. He's been helping with music, and the same thing with Denise. I reached out to her one day, and she's an awesome lyricist. And we've just gotten together, and our music has grown from the past maybe 4 years, grown to what it is now, and I just couldn't be any happier.
Well, that's awesome. I mean, just to be able to grow together. And I know it. When you have your youth friends together, y'all know each other better, and I guess it works a lot better having somebody that you
Mm.
know and
Like
understand each other.
we worked with each other. Me and Danny worked with each other
For
forever, man.
years,
Yeah,
yeah.
back in school, which he
And
said
he's
30
always
years ago. Hasn't been that long. And
It
Yeah, it was just yesterday, guys.
was just
yeah,
yesterday. Trumper
I
says,
mean,
"Puro
the
pinche."
Cowboys hadn't even won the first Super
yeah,
Bowl yet.
exactly, yeah. But going back to the NFL, don't get me started, man. Anyway, so now, I mean,
Don't worry, there's
Danny's
been
always.
worse things we've talked about on here.
Oh, no, well, trust me, we can go there, but we're not going to.
We've been friends since Tom Landry was coach.
Yeah, yeah.
That was
No,
last
man,
time. It was 1989, by the way. So just sorry.
we, we've done a lot together, man. I mean, we've done high school talent shows. We've done. I mean, this is how long
We grew up together.
Yeah, we grew up together, basically. But I've always known that he was a very great writer. I mean, he comes from a great family of writers too. His uncle Adan, actually, y'all know the song "Fiesta Casada." He actually wrote that song. So I mean, his entire family. I mean, including him and his brothers and everybody. We've done things in the past together, other styles of music, which kind of in its own way kind of led to where we are now. Like I said, I mean, I had my own band, Grupo Respeto. That's still something that I'm working with, but I've always been here for him. He's always been here for me, and now the niece is here. We're just all we're all helping each other out. To do what we want to do, and the style of music that he's doing. I'm lending my ears to him and my experience to him in the same sense. We're kind of just putting everything together, which is kind of where this Pecado sounds comes from. It's not like he said earlier. It's not just from one person. It's from all of us. Even ideas from outside the box. Like recently, we had Anthony Quintanilla helping us out with some songs, and he did a couple shows with us. And just in the little bit of time that we talked with him, I mean, there's other influences that are being put into the music as well. So that's stuff that you guys will learn a little bit later on in the future. But that's the thing. I mean, we know who we are. We know where we come from. We do what we can for the love that we have for the music, and hopefully the fans accept it and enjoy it.
That's cool. Jenny B, real quick, she jumps in. She says, "Hello, everybody." She says, "Spuds, that's my boy. Never fails. Spuds always works great. Works with the best." TDK says, "Is Daniel still using the chains on the accordion straps? Gotta be that's gotta be tough to pull off, man."
We got indentions in the shoulders and stuff.
Hey,
They're getting like sprockets already.
shout out to La Onda La Tejana Barbie, aka Ginny B. Norma Salazar from Michigan, Holland, Michigan. She says hello. And let's see here. Okay, everybody's talking to each other. That's cool. I'm trying to keep up with them because they go a lot. They go fast. So anyway, guys, no, that's cool. I mean, to get to know you. I'm one of the main things with the podcast. What I firmly believe is the people. Once the people know you better, know more about you, know more about your music and the evolution of your music, they're more apt to request it because they understand where songs come from, and then they're they break that third wall because a lot of people they don't understand that you guys are people too. And what I firmly believe is that every artist puts a lot of their heart into every song that they release, and that's
Every musician out there, they just pour all their love they can to it. Yeah.
And that's part of them, and so that's why it's so important for them to feel it. And we encourage the fans to go out and to see the artists, go out and support them. Yeah, streaming is good, don't get me wrong, streaming is fine. Buy the music so that way you don't have to keep scrolling through your phone to your playlist. Buy it so that way it's on your phone, you can share it right there and it's immediate, it's yours. No, and also go to their shows, buy their t-shirts, go to their shows. That's the best way to support your artist. When they're performing, go out there, go to their shows, buy their t-shirts. That goes directly to the artist as opposed to streaming. Especially now the new I don't know if y'all paid attention to this or anything else, but
the new payment.
The new payment that's coming out with Spotify, it just went into effect, and so I'm doing some videos on that so that way it can help people understand why that's important and how streaming is really hurting artists, especially independent artists, than it's
And
done before.
that's something that should have been in play a long time ago. I mean, there's a lot of, it sucks to say there's a lot of politics involved in that, but
Mhm.
to where we are now, I mean, like I said, this is something that should have been since day one, and it's going to help a lot of people. It's going to hurt a lot of people, but either way, I mean, it boils down to, hey, it ain't cheap. You know what I mean? And what we do, it's very time consuming. And I mean, you guys know that.
The cool thing about it is that it's easy to get exposure now, but there's no money in it for us as far as the time we put in,
For the art of it.
Yeah. Yes. So, but I mean, luckily, most of us do it for the love of it, and that's why we keep all these bands keep coming up with new music, just new material for everyone to be out there.
And like you were saying, as far as the art part of it goes, I actually heard Prince say this one time, is that music is the only art form that's able to be recreated without any repercussions of it. Like you can take any song, it doesn't matter what genre, and you can change it, and the majority of the time you're not going to catch any flack for it. But do that to a painter, or do that to and then think about how bad that would be. And music is the only one that right was taken away, and why, who knows? But hopefully, with the start of this new system or whatever, that'll start helping, music in general. So artists out there, just do what you do, man, and just keep doing it, and know that the industry's turning back, towards the good side of getting taken care of. So
right.
It's trying to correct the actions, and I don't think it was done on purpose when all these streaming services came about. It was just a new way of doing things.
Right,
and unfortunately, they just didn't create new ways to pay everybody.
Well, I think, the record companies were always making money. That's the thing, the record companies and distributors were always making money. It was the artists who were the ones that were not making money, and then they started making less money. They were still the distributors and the companies are always making money. That's why they're still big companies.
Yeah, even big times, man. I mean, I won't get into it, but there's a lot of stuff that I've learned, with even big artists. There's certain reasons that certain things happen or whatever. But the industry just takes so much away, and like I said, I mean, we're one of the only art forms that's like that. And
the artist, but the artist needs to earn more, is what I'm saying. But the industry takes advantage of the artist. The artist is the one that's at the apprehension of the industry. The industry is going to get theirs, and that's the problem. The industry has always gotten theirs, and now with a change, hopefully it'll change for the better. But the only way we can do it ourselves, the people, the way we do it, is go to the shows, go and support the artist. That's how you do it.
Saludos para Anthony Jacinto. He makes a good point, because people don't understand the expense that we also pay out of our pockets to make it to these gigs, to buy our equipment, to buy my chains and keep them polished and stuff like that.
Make sure there's no rust. Get that WD-40 going.
You don't know what it takes to sign up this diamond ring, fool. It's like hard work.
And you know what? And I will add this, and Hilda can attest to this. This is not only happening in the Tejano industry. In the industry that I was in before, the blues and all that kind of stuff. And like I said, Hilda's familiar with that as well. You go to these bars and they just want to pay you a couple $100. I mean, it costs more for me to go over there than for you. You know what I mean? It's just it's something that
it's really sad, because, and Spuds, I know that you know this too, is that you have bands that undercut each other just so they can have a gig. And all they do is they're bringing the industry down with them, because now they're like, oh, well, this band will play for $300 and you're asking for $1,000. And it's like, hey, wait a minute. So it's like this vicious cycle. And I think that's where education comes in. I think us as artists and musicians need to be educated on all there is to offer that the industry does have for us, because you know what? There are protections in place for our music, but I can almost guarantee that most of the music out there right now, especially in Tejano, they do not have their copyright. They do not have their publishing paperwork in order. They don't have any of that stuff in order. And if they did, they would have at least some semblance of protection.
Right.
You know,
Unfortunately,
or go to the steps like what we do here, because I don't have to carry ASCAP and BMI as an internet radio station. ASCAP and BMI is really required, not even required for terrestrial radio stations. That's the thing of the terrestrial radio station.
yeah,
I carry it because that covers the whole gamut of the industry, and that sets me apart from other radio stations. And that's the main thing is integrity. For me, it's always going to be integrity. And yeah, granted, it cost me more and I pay more, and it was harder at the beginning because I had horrible commercials. It was so hard selling commercials because it would cost me more to be on the air.
yeah.
But now it's after diligence and after staying true to what I am and keep pushing and pushing and pushing. Now it's a totally different thing. Now I have an advertising agency that sells it for me. I don't even have to sell it. It sells itself. Before I had those horrible horrible commercials because it was like, do you have mesothelioma? You have erectile dysfunction. I was like, what? Come on, man. It's like, and next we have Emilio with him. Do you have erectile dysfunction? What? Come on, man.
No one wants to know that.
I know. And then now it's like,
hey,
now I
what's that
have
number?
Coca-Cola. All right.
What's that number?
Now I have Coca-Cola and Ford, and those are cool, because that's a regular
Yeah,
commercial.
but you know what? All of that actually starts even before that, because while you're in there creating, before it should even hit the streaming platforms or the radios or anything like that, you should have your publishing done. You should have all of your entries done on BMI, ASCAP, whatever, because it doesn't matter if the station's paying for it. If you're not registered, you're not included in that. And I think education on that, and I think that's where the more seasoned musicians and artists should be helping to educate the newer generation, because it's so important. If not, we're just going to end up right where we are now. And, you see all this increase in cost of everything straight across the board. But you know what? The musicians aren't getting paid more. Bands aren't getting paid more to go play live. It's almost like they're getting paid less because they're like, oh, well, if not, I'll just turn on the little Spotify thing and just let it stream, And I think it's a really serious issue that a lot of education on this would fix a lot of it, because then us as musicians and artists would be able to demand more money and get it, because now we're all unified on it.
Yeah. Agreed. And that's the bottom line, is it's a business. That's just the bottom line of it. And if you're not going to have a business, then that's the part of it you're going to get, but if you're going to treat it like a business and do the right things, and, at least like you say, you have that platform that you can stand on and actually do something about it, so just make sure that, for the new artists that are coming out, and stuff, I mean,
take care of your legalities. Yes.
Yeah. And know your worth and ask for your worth.
Bottom line.
I think a lot of new artists, especially the new artists, they're afraid to ask for that money, and they're worth it, and I think that's just going to be the big thing. Just know your worth and stick with it, and don't settle for anything less than that.
I think it's because of what you had said earlier. Somebody's always going to undercut them, and it sucks. I mean, there's even bands out there that'll be like, you know what, we won't charge, just leave the bar open for us.
Yeah.
And, who's not gonna go for that?
See, but then that goes back to exactly what you guys are doing, and you're being original. There's no other Grupo Pecado out there. So guess what? If they want you, your style is just one of a kind. It's so unique that's it. They don't have any options. It's you. And I think if every artist were to just find their little place, there's enough for everybody to be successful in this thing. But if everybody found their little sweet spot and just stuck with it, then all of a sudden the supply and demand is going to balance out. And then here we are making money and we're all successful again,
And that goes back to what you were saying as far as know your worth. And again, I'm going to throw a name out there that not a lot of people know, but Hilda, you'll know a name. There's a band here in Corpus, and the name of the band is Scarecrow People. Shout out to Tim Russell. But
yes, good people.
That band right there is one of the longest running bands in Corpus, because he knows his worth. Because people will come in and say, hey, I want you to play for my thing, but I can only pay you this. He will pass on that show just because he knows his worth, and he knows that somebody will hire him for what he's asking for. And he makes sure that all his musicians are taken care of. I mean, Tim does wonders. I played with him for a little while, so I got to learn that. And what he showed me as far as the business, like on that side of it, is like you're saying, you got to know your worth. Don't settle for less just because someone else is coming in and doing it for a little bit cheaper. Who cares? There's somebody over here that wants you. You know, if they don't want to pay for you, they'll regret it later. You know what I mean? So that's kind of the.
Yeah. And then you charge them double later. No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
Exactly.
Yeah, so we've had quite a few people that have been chiming in here real quick. Ana Castillo, she's here. How are you doing, girlfriend? Chrissy E has joined us as well. So is Rick Valderrama. How are you doing, Rick?
Oh,
Thank you very much for joining us, Rick. Main man, yeah, great voice. So TDK says, shout out to recording artist Noel Hernandez, recent early nominated for Tejano Mundial Awards.
Oh,
That's
congratulations.
True, yeah. Congratulations.
NDO is nominated too. I hope you guys, I don't know if you guys knew that.
Yeah.
Social Artist of the Year. Come on, be proud of it. Own it.
I don't know. I mean, that should go to other people. I'm just some dude from Vancourt, Texas. I'm just a guy.
Hey, work, brother. Your work.
Know your work.
Like,
right. What were we just on our soapbox about, right? Just
yeah, but I'm not a musician. I don't play anything. The only thing I play is my snaps.
Like Mr. Bonnie Mauricio, everyone, you have to stick to your guns, and that's your prize. That's your prize. That's what you got to do, you know.
And tell them like
people. Yeah, dude, no, okay. When that guy sings it, he means it. Like everybody else will cover that song, but when Bonet sings it, it's like, oh hell, I gotta run because he's serious. I love Bonet. He's a dear friend.
Yeah. So, well, I mean, it's cool. I wanted to play another song from y'all guys. One of this, because I fell in love with. I had to reach out and get a lot of the catalog because. It's one of the things that for me, it's I want to show your development and also your gauge, because y'all guys aren't just like a one-trick pony. You have a good range of music, music that's well-rounded and entertaining. That's the key thing. It's the more I can help people grasp and understand for those that haven't heard y'all before, because obviously you aren't just starting new, and it's not. It's just that, I'm more toward the north, toward West Texas, but I also cater to a lot of people that are, all over. And so if Grupo Pecado is new to your ears, hopefully you will enjoy this. If not, if these are some of your favorite guys, at least you get to revisit some music that they've had out, and look forward. And we'll talk about your new song after this one, the new music that you've got coming on. But this one's one of my favorites that you put out there before, Sweet Dreams, Dulce Sueños. And just set this one up. What was the idea behind this song? Where did y'all come up with this idea?
We wanted to release this one before Halloween. It was back in October, and I had talked to Denise about it. And this one was like we hardly ever do any covers, but for this one, we're like, you know what? Let's do Marilyn Manson's Sweet Dreams, but al estilo cumbia with Pecado, with some Pecado sound on it. And let's just go out there and shoot a video. And the video, the what do you call it? The idea that we had was that there's this guy who he needs love. He needs to feel love, but he just can't get it. So he goes to this witch, and she gives him some spiritual help, you might say, to so he wouldn't feel lonely anymore. So it's a pretty cool video. It's a pretty cool concept that we came up with.
Well, it's a great song. So I really like it. And so y'all guys, I'm sure y'all guys are gonna like it too. This is Dulce Sueños from Grupo Pecado. That's Ilda Lamas, and this is Indio right here on Cuba Radio.
se alumbra por detrás. Hoy te encuentro, hoy te vas. Las nubes bajan desde el cielo. Noche fría bajo cero. Te apareces toda de negro. Dulces sueños a ti me entrego. Tú eres mi ángel por cual yo sueño. Te has caído desde el cielo. Me estoy acercando, no tengas miedo. Confía en mí que yo te quiero. Ven aquí, solo quiero ver si acaso eres la misma mujer a quien yo soñé anoche y antier. Solo en mis sueños te puedo ver. Dulces sueños tú me das. Te estoy queriendo más y más. Tú eres con la que quiero estar. Todas las noches conmigo estás. Eres mi fantasma de amor. Fantasía mía, lo has hecho mejor. Cuando despierto siento lo peor. Solo existes en mis dulces sueños.
I like it. I like it. I like it.
I like it a lot.
I like it a lot. Thanks, man.
I like it a lot. This
Y'all
is
see that?
Oh, this is the skull.
Oh, I love it.
Watch out.
Our shaker.
Ah, shaker.
Our shaker.
Nice, nice, nice. So Eurythmics put the song out in, what was it, like 87 or something like that, and then Marilyn Manson remixed it, and y'all guys come along and turned it into a cumbia. What an evolution of a song.
Yeah, it's a beautiful song.
Yeah, it's crazy because that song, it was originally it was made for a couple that had broken up. By the way, that's what that song is about.
Right.
Isn't that what all the songs are? No, I'm just kidding.
Well, I mean, they were on vacation. They
90% of
broke
them,
up.
yes.
They were on vacation. They broke up, and they actually saw him on a boat. That's how they met him. Annie Lennox met him on a boat. She was on a ferry ride. They were on a ferry ride, and she was talking to them, and talking to the wife, and they decided to go their separate ways. That was the straw that broke the camel's back. They were on vacation. They got into an argument. Forget it. So
keep your head, keep your head up, keep your head up, keep your head up.
Yeah. So anyway, that's where the origin of that song comes. I don't know why I know these things, right? I mean, come on.
Because the rest of us don't know them, so somebody has to teach them to us.
It's
To
just
Trish Gonzalez asking if we record in a studio. We actually have our own studio now. So we actually do we do music with Mitch's music. We have a drum booth back there. We have the whole system right here. So I mean, we also run a business like that too, recording music.
Studio?
Yeah.
Let me show you a little bit.
Yeah, that's
oh.
awesome. I think that's kind of like the new way because I have a
Yeah.
studio here in our home. We have one, and it's like everybody I know has a studio now, and to me, it's just a lot more economical. But
It is, and it's better for especially if you're like me and him. We're and Denise. We are like we just wanted to be so perfect that we have to take our time. We have to do this and that. And before it was like you pay by the hour and that. So it's like we got to get it out. We got to get it out and stuff like that. So doing it like this, you can take your time and even if you don't, you can hear it and hear it and hear it and then change it. And so it's awesome. I love it.
come back to it at like 3 a.m. in the morning in your chonis and be like, nope, I didn't like that. Let me redo it.
No, I do my. I'm also in my production. I'm in my production studio. That's where I do my editing on my 4K system, and this is my 8K system, and
Oh, okay.
those are all of my cameras right there. So
Cool.
Y'all don't want to see the mess in my area right now because I'm actually renovating my area. No, it's like the coolest thing. So Rick and I switched spaces, right? Because he had the studio in here at one point, and now with all the podcasting and stuff that I do, I needed my own space. So we flipped. I give him the bigger area, and I get the smaller area. But then Christmas just came down, so it's a nightmare in here. I didn't want to see it.
real quick, let's turn to the comments real quick. It's the Anna V says, great song and great video, of course. Yeah, that's awesome. It's Tejano time. Shout out from DFW. How are you doing? TDK, he says, Indio, I need your phone number so you can be my lifeline. He's ever on his show. You know what's funny is my sister says that she wants to put me on Jeopardy and she wants to be my manager so that way she can collect 10% of all of my earnings.
10%? That's cheap. I would be charging you 20.
Right. I'm the one she's not doing anything. I would be answering all the questions. What would she be doing?
She's making sure that you answer them right.
A lot of people make fun of me too because I know tons of useless information, man. But you know what? It's just, it is.
Are you saying I know tons of useless information?
No.
But it would be useful at Jeopardy.
Yeah, to other people it's useless information, but to us that's gold.
I know. I was just like, wait a minute here. I have 4 college degrees, damn it.
Hey, I'm just a music nerd. So anything that has to do with music and the industry side of it and copyright law and all that stuff, like I eat that stuff up. And so, and this is no secret because it was out of the media for a while, but the husband went through all of these lawsuits and stuff about, it took about 10 years of our life. And so trying to find the bright side of things because it was all music related and we won every single case. But I got a great education from like the big wig power attorneys in Houston that do this stuff for like Beyonce and stuff. And so the little bits of information that I have on copyright law is amazing because I didn't have to go to law school for it.
Yeah, knowledge is power, girlfriend. Knowledge is power. Hey, real quick, now that we're talking back on music and not about my silliness.
So it's who you are, man.
I know.
That's why you're unique. There's only one like you.
Before you say that, I'm going to tell you this quote, and I got this from Jason Mraz. Don't ever let your mind stop you from having a good time, man.
I know.
Hey, that's a good one.
That's what the voices told me in my head.
Which voice? Which voice?
All of them. All of them. So y'all guys have some. Y'all been working on some music. What kind of music is it gonna? I mean, is it gonna be like a ranchera, cumbia? What is it gonna be?
Yeah, yes, it's gonna come out in about 2 weeks. By the end of this month. And I mean, hopefully you guys like it. It's another original song, and we're putting it together. Shout out to our buddy Anthony Quintanilla, who's gonna be helping me out on the bajo on that song. So hopefully you guys like it. It's gonna be pretty cool.
Yeah, well, be sure to send it to us so that way we can play it on the air. We'll be happy to share it with the world and give y'all some props and help y'all, push it out there so that way people can listen to it, stream it, buy it. That means purchase it. It costs less than than a coffee, you know. And it's easy because if you're wondering, let's to the Pepsi. If you're wondering where you can go, it's not that hard because all you have to do is just go to the QR code and it'll take you right there. Mira nomás, right there. It's so pretty. It's right there. You can go and take it and then get it. You know, it's over our faces, by the way, Ilda. Here, let me put us on.
It's okay. It doesn't matter. I still look beautiful, so it's okay.
No, I'll put it on the side.
That's what you call that confidence, okay?
Yeah. So there we are. I'm not that confident, so there. I'm vain.
Well, I figured
so
like
vain.
I'm married, so I have no one else to impress. So if he thinks I'm beautiful, then I'm beautiful. And yeah, that's it.
There you go.
That's all I need in my life.
That's amazing. Chrissy
When you have
says,
no confidence, you do an interview like this.
Yeah, like oh no, like Denise goes, you know, like this, right there. We try to keep it going.
That's not a good one. Indio needs to have an educational show at least one day out of the week. Nah, that's okay.
Why? That would actually be really good to do like music education once during the week and just pick a topic. Like I think it would be so cool.
It's because of the fact that people sometimes they have misconceptions. People don't understand nowadays, especially nowadays. People speak in absolutes, which drives me nuts sometimes, and they don't understand that what they've heard. A lot of what they've learned through TV, through social media, and through movies, and it's not real.
Right.
It's not real. I had one friend of mine. She sit there. She was mad because the DMV wouldn't give her son a driver's license. She's like, well, it's his right. And I was like, no, it's not. He's 18. He deserves a license. No. A driver's license is permission. You need to ask for permission. It can be taken away just as well as it can be given to you. It is something that's permissive.
It is a privilege.
It is a privilege. It is not something that is a God-given right. Or like, you should speak English. There's no provision for English in the United States, even though here in the New World, we spoke Spanish for 228 years here in the New World before they spoke English.
That's a whole nother. That's a whole nother
educational topic.
But that's
for a whole nother educational topic day.
Right, but I'm saying like people don't understand that those are things that we take it for granted. Like Quanzu was the first Native American who talked to the Pilgrims on Plymouth Rock, but he literally talked to them because he spoke English, and they called him Quanzu, but his name is Kekualso.
There you go.
So there you go. By the way, my name is Michuwampia Chelo. How I do I know? You know, and it's not Sacagawea, it's Sakarkanchwa. But what do we know, right? So anyway, those are things. There you go. Now everybody owes me $5 because I just taught you something. But see, it's just misconceptions. People they only learn certain things, but they learn them from school that are teaching you great things.
They think it's the real thing,
right? And so when I tell them I read, I actually read books. I read. I don't read social media. I read other things.
What a book!
No, and you know what? Social media is double edged, man. Because you know, and we can attest to this. To where you know, us growing up, music wise, we didn't have the tools that are out for these kids and now. You know, like we had to sit here and run our fingers raw until we figured something out. And now it's just let me click play and then I can learn it. You know what I mean? So it's a whole different. But that's
something. And then promoting shows. Do you remember how to do that with the flyers, old school?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Over at Dr. Rockets, remember that?
Yeah. Hi, Mr. Jones. I know you're selling sandwiches this weekend, but can I put my poster on your door? We're having a party and we're celebrating and we're raising money. I remember those days.
Putting the flyers in the windshields.
Exactly. Yeah. Going to the trade center and dropping, you know, stuff like that. But
to the Mexican restaurant and put them on the door.
Exactly.
Because everybody, you gotta do it on Saturday night because everybody goes there on Sunday morning right after church. This is the favorite barbacoa place. You gotta put it on this wall.
and actually and I'll just say this real quick and then we'll keep on. But there's something that goes on with my family. Okay, so I'm an Elvis fan, and my daughter and nowadays is a BTS fan. For those of y'all who that is. But it's like she's like, oh, BTS is so much greater than Elvis. Yeah, but you need to understand that Elvis did what BTS is doing now without social media, and so that's the way to see it. You know, it's like
and without auto tune.
And
exactly
actually,
you do it a certain way, and just because y'all are doing it, you know, it's I don't know, it's just one of those things.
It's so much easier now.
How's this as a comparison? Elvis did it for what 17 years straight when he started at 18 years old. He did it for 17 years straight. Then he walked away. Then he came back and did it for an additional 15 years. BTS hasn't been doing it that long. They've only been like 4 years. And
they pretty much just said, here you go, just sing. And we'll make you sound good. No effort needed.
I know. Yeah. He's Elvis. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Hey, by the way, happy birthday to Elvis. Today's Elvis's birthday.
Oh, happy birthday, Elvis. I'm more of an Aretha girl, but I can get down with some Elvis.
We're caught in a trap. Please don't do that song. I can't hold down because you know I love you too much, baby.
Podcast, man. Aretha, wedding. Let's not even get started there.
Spuds, that would be awesome. I'm so down to do that. I am the biggest Motown fan ever. I have so much information on that. It's crazy.
I can't wait. I would love to cover that as a show. Ladies and gentlemen, Grupo Pecado with Motown Cumbias.
And that's the thing, is that, you know what? We have so much fun with what we're doing. You never know what's coming. You know, it's like we all have our own certain backgrounds. Like Denise was saying earlier, we all have rock backgrounds. We all have funk, blues, country, bluegrass. I mean, it's endless. So you never know what's going to
happen. It's funny, like when we're doing our rehearsal, when we're rehearsing our music, after we're done with our sets and stuff like that, we just bust out with like some Stevie Ray Vaughan or yes, we do all kinds of stuff, and we just keep going, and that's a whole nother separate rehearsal that we don't even realize an hour's gone by, and we're over here, you know, doing a jamming that.
Best times.
For people that want to get a hold of y'all, what's the best way to get a hold of y'all?
The best way is on our social page, Grupo Pecado at Facebook.
Okay, and then as far as like y'all guys just listening to your music, it's a conglomerate of so many different influences, which is really impressive. Like I said before at the very beginning, I mean, it's so far you've pushed the music in such different directions, which is wonderful. Which means that y'all have a huge catalog of music. But what can people expect when they go to your show? What is it that they can expect when they go to see Grupo Pecado? Because from what I've seen so far, it's been nothing but fun. It's been awesome. And I got to see you have some clips that are available for people to see online. The audio quality isn't that great. That's why I didn't want to play it, because I don't think it doesn't give y'all justice. Because the music is obviously 10 times better. And, you know, that's why I don't understand why people take your phones to the show and spend your show like this the whole freaking time, dude. Your brain is 10 times better than this, because you're going to go and tell your friends, mira, look, dude, these are badass. Check it out. Mira, I got it on. And it sounds like, wow, how come it sounds so bad here? It sounds like crap. No. Enjoy the show. Just don't worry about it.
You just said one of the most Mexican things I haven't heard that in a long time. Mira, look.
That's exactly it. Because I'm Native American, but here in Texas, everybody thinks I'm Mexican. And when I was in Florida, they thought I was Cuban. And when I flew out of New York, they thought I was Puerto Rican. And then when I went to California, they thought I was Mexican again. And I'm like, dude, Michu Wampia Chelo. But the thing is that what I love about Mexican people is the double everything. Everything's double. Mira, look it.
Yeah.
Ven, come here. Ven, come here.
Have to make sure you understand.
I know. Ven, come here. Mira, look it. And then everything's pedo.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. For sure.
Everything is pedo. A ver, pedo. Oh, me sacaste el pedo. Puro pedo. No creo pedo. You know, and it's just like, what? Everything is that. Yeah. You know, so Gracie says, Grupo Pecado is so sinfully delicious, delightful.
See, you got Miss Gracie's vote. Okay, so you
There you
guys are
go.
legit now. You're legit.
That's my wife, by the way.
Hi,
That's
Miss
right.
Gracie.
That's cool. No, but I mean, I pick up little certain things, and I just kind of make fun of that because
But you know what? I mean, it's what makes you who you are, man. I mean,
Yeah.
that's just the way it is, and,
yeah.
and every
But
person is like that, every culture is like that,
And
you know.
they even emphasize it like in movies and stuff like that. Like
Yeah.
like you'll see like a lowrider be like, hey, I'm gonna go to like Canton homes or like you know what I mean.
Yeah.
They it's just that's just the way it is, you know. And
Yeah,
it's
the colloquialisms. They always harp on the colloquialisms. I know.
But the other thing too is that, like, and that's what Dan is just talking about. That's where we grew up.
Yeah.
I mean, we grew up in a town, little town. It's a little neighborhood here in Corpus called Molina. And believe it or not, that little neighborhood is its own little town. They call it Motown, Texas.
call it Motown Tech.
And that half of the people in that neighborhood, ¿Qué pasó? ¿Qué onda? You know, yeah, like Guare. I mean, there's, you know, but that's the way. I mean, we don't look at it any different. I mean, that's just who people are. That's the culture they represent, or they want to, you know. It's the same with every. I mean, everyone has their own shit.
Tráeme los calcos.
Mhm.
Yeah,
I'm not-
I have to be attentive because for me it was different. If it was difficult because I didn't speak Spanish, but they thought I was they thought I was Mexican. So white people didn't like me because I was too dark to be white, and Mexicans didn't like me because I didn't speak any Spanish. So what the hell, and so it was just kind of. I was stuck in the middle. So, but I learned, I paid attention to what people were saying, and how they acted and stuff like that. And so it was the way I dealt with it was just make fun of it. I thought it was funny, and when I got together with my wife, and I saw cumbia for the first time, I saw people dancing cumbia for the first time. I was like, very cool. She's like, you like it? I was like, very cool. We dance in a circle too. It's like, but yeah.
Mira, Belmira.
Me encanta.
No, yo no.
But no, it's different. That's all. But it's to be entertaining and to enjoy ourselves and everything else. There's no hard feelings on anything, but it's
No, absolutely.
but it's what but for me, the emphasis is that we need to quit wasting our time on our phones and enjoy the moment and enjoy the bands and enjoy the music. And instead of trying to record it and try to be, everybody wants to be a reporter. That's what reporters are for. Let reporters be reporters. You go out there and enjoy your music. I've been to a lot of different events. I've been invited to go and do my show at a lot of different events, and I'll go out there and I'll bring my cameras and everything else and I'll do the events, but I'm there to work and I'm there to do it. But when I'm there at an event to enjoy, I'm not going to pull out my phone. I'm there to enjoy it because I know what it's like not to be able to see it.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Right.
Yeah, we're not, man. I mean, I've seen Adele do that on stage. She'll stop her concert. Hey, I'm right here. Like, don't worry about your
turn
phone,
off the phones like
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
Yeah, because it's a waste. To me, it is. It's kind of like, and then if you have your music on your phone, because I do, I always and Ilda's there to tell you, I buy merch. I always buy my merch. Artists sometimes they say, "Hey, man, let me send you some stuff." No, I'll buy it. I'd rather support the artist than anything.
And it's brand new. It's not used.
Yeah.
Yeah, never used.
Like that guy. You mentioned Rick Valderrama earlier. He's another one where, and my passings with him, whenever he releases something, any artist that I've ever gotten anything from, I pay for it. No, hey man, just give me your say. No, that's not how this works. Like, I want you to know that I appreciate what you did. I appreciate what you put on an album or whatever, and I want to make sure that those people are taken care of, whether it be a CD, a shirt. Most of you guys know Joey Jimenez, Joey Jams. Really good friend of mine. I've known him since all the way back in the Excelencia days, which is again saying my age, but even hey, here's this. No, dude, I pay for it. I've gotten merch from him. I've made merch for him. I mean, just different things. We always try and support each other in that sense, and that's the way it should be done. If you see an artist out there selling a CD, and you support that artist. I mean, that's just the bottom line. and take care of them. You know, I mean, they put a lot of hard work into it. We put a lot of hard work into it, and for people just to take advantage of that, it kind of sucks. And as far as like recording and shows and stuff like that, don't waste your time. Somebody else is going to do it anyway. I mean, enjoy it. You're there, enjoy it. That's what you paid.
Yeah, enjoy it and have fun. You know, instead of wasting your arm's going to get all. Why is my arm hurt? Why does it? Why am my arm tired? You know, your legs should be tired.
So going back to your question, what you would experience at our show is original music, energy. We original music. Good, yeah, have good vibes.
Fun,
yeah, I mean, fun. We're always smiling. We're always, you know,
cracking jokes.
Yes. We're camera friendly. They come up with the cameras. I know we just say to turn off your cameras, but when they do come out, you know, we're engaged with the cameras. When you come to our shows, pretty much you get that, and we're awesome. We're awesome to get along with. You know, we don't just jam and then get off stage and leave, but so we interact. We love doing it because it's all about the fans. You know, it's all about the people that come and listen to you. So I mean, without them, I mean, what are we doing?
Yeah, most definitely. And I'm not saying you shouldn't bring out your camera. What I'm saying is don't spend the whole entire night recording it.
Right. Yeah.
You know, and it's always good to say, man, this is a group, so that way you can remember who they are and everything else. But your mind has so much better memory than your phone. You know, you'll make better memories, you know, dancing. And, you know, is that something that y'all even think about, you know, because y'all guys are your own writers of your own music, composers of your own music. Y'all even think about that, you know, that, you know, people are going to, you know, fall in love to your music. You know, people are going to dance for the first time to your music. People are going to kiss for the first time to your music. People are going to have their first date to your music. Does that even come to your mind that y'all are going to be the predecessors or the main reason that people are going to come together? And, you know, they're going to fall in love, you know, because of your music.
It's funny you say that. We about 3 years ago, 4 years ago, we had a show in San Antonio, and it was a weird show because it was in a venue that was just nothing but rock. And the way our manager at the time had gotten us in there, it was dead. And there was one couple there that was there, and they sat there in the show, and we played the entire show just for that one couple. Afterwards, the guy comes up to us. His name's Dan. He came up to us. He hugged us. Like, man, thank you so much. You made our night. And it so happened to be it was her birthday, and she's like, thank you guys so much. You know, we felt special because you guys continue playing and playing and playing. We played for like a little over 2 hours just for that one couple. So yeah, that was a special moment for us. Even the guys were all like, yeah, that was.
That's awesome. Well, Yelda, do you got anything, girlfriend?
No, this has been so much fun. When's round 2?
All right. Well, we come to that part of the show where we're going to go ahead and bow out and give you all the opportunity for y'all to share whatever it is that y'all want to say. Make sure that you mention where people can go and get your merch, where your next song is going to be, and give out your shout out, your thank yous, and everything else. Mm-hmm. It's just y'all. We're going to step out and whatever it is that y'all want to say. Okay. This is Grupo Pecado.
Again, Grupo Pecado out of Corpus Christi, Texas. You can find us at any of the social media sites: Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, X. I'm sorry, and under Grupo Pecado.
Or that link that's right.
Or that link that's right there. Yeah,
that's where I'm pointing out.
Yes. So you just go and find our music. If you want to get together with us about our videos or about doing work at the studio, you can also visit us at pecadomusic@gmail.com. Or under the Facebook under Danny Sanchez, Denise Percussionist. You can even try Spud Ponce. And
YouTube, so we have all our latest
videos on YouTube. We have new music coming out in 2 weeks.
More videos coming too.
More videos coming too. Yes, stay tuned. Thank you so much. Thank you so much to QWORadio.net for having us in today. And yeah, we and thanks for all the people that came out and Facebook Live and over here to give their comments and stuff like that. So thank you so much from the bottom of our hearts. We are Grupo Pecado. We love you guys so much.
Awesome sauce. Well, I mean, you know, y'all guys are welcome to come back anytime. I hope that y'all had a good time, and please send us your music so that way we can play it and share it. And if y'all got a gig coming up or anything else, just let us know so that we can share that as well. A lot of other shows come on here. A lot of other artists come on here, and so they share it. They're always sharing their information and everything else, as y'all seen before,
Cool.
and everything else. And so, Hilda, what's up for karaoke tomorrow, or not karaoke, but TikTok Tuesday?
TikTok Tuesday. No TikTok Tuesday tomorrow. I'm still recovering from an upper respiratory thing, so I sound all icky. So I just need to rest. Doctor said rest for a couple weeks. So that's what I'm doing for a couple weeks.
There you go, guys.
Yeah.
So she's gonna rest. I've got Veronica y Castancia, I think that's what they're called, this coming Thursday. So y'all come out and check it out on my other podcast. And so y'all be good. Check it out. Don't forget Grupo Pecado. Y'all go and show them some love, support them, buy some of their merch, and go and check them out. Check out their show. Buy the music, dude. It's freaking 99 cents. Come on, it ain't nothing.
Yeah, don't forget support, man. That's really the bottom line here, support. And we want to thank all the other artists who joined us as well. Like you said, Rick Valderrama, Jenny B, Juan Mauricio, and Jacinto.
Angel Jimenez.
Ray Hasso, Hall of Famer, just joined on us as well.
Javier from Matador Media.
Habo G.
Roland from Aria.
Yeah.
Roland from Arias, yeah.
So thank you guys for supporting and always doing, being who you guys are as well, and continue to fight
support our genre. And
stuff like that. So thank you to all the artists who tuned in, and thank you guys.
Oh, wow, thanks a lot. And also reminder that the Hano Mundial fan voting is on. Also the industry voter. If y'all guys are on the industry, make sure that y'all go out and vote.
And when does that close up, NDO? When's the last day to vote? I didn't see it posted, so I was looking for that, but I didn't see it
posted. Mr. Jeopardy.
That one I don't know. I think it's 14 days, so I'm not sure. I think it's 14 days. So I don't know.
So you have maybe another week, guys, to go and vote. So go vote.
Yeah, go vote and go vote for your artist, man. All recognition is definitely appreciated. And by the way, it's not that I don't. I'm glad that I got nominated. I'm surprised. I didn't expect it, but I'm sure there's other people out there that,
And I mean, a lot of times we're torn because we have so many friends out there like, man, I want to support this guy, but you know what? Just as long as you support, that's all that matters.
Just go vote for somebody, right? Because the list is long, and there are so many incredible people. So you got
the more people that are engaged, the better it is for everyone.
Yeah, exactly.
You can't go wrong. They're all good. They're all
very
good.
well said, Daniel.
Yeah, they're all good. So go out and check it out. Once again, I'm going to go ahead and play my favorite song because it's my favorite song in my show. So, Adolorido from these guys, they're badass. I love them to death. Guys, please come back. Could you hold on just a little bit so that we can take care of some radio business afterwards? In the meantime, thank you very much to each and every one of y'all that were joining us here on TikTok, that were joining us on Facebook, that were joining us on YouTube, that were joining us on Mixcloud, and so y'all, and then we're joining us on Roku as well. Y'all have a great one. We'll see y'all next time. Y'all be safe. And if you guys were having a bad day, if y'all guys today wasn't your day, just remember, every day planes take off against the wind. You matter. You are loved. You mean something, all right? You deserve it. We'll see y'all later next time. Thanks so very much, guys. That is Grupo Pecado right there. And this is Adolorido here on Q Radio.
Por fin me voy lejos de aquí, no ves que quiero nada de ti, adolorido el corazón, adolorido por un falso amor, vas a llorar cuando tenga un nuevo querer, vas a Vas a llorar cuando tenga un nuevo querer. Vas a sufrir cuando ella me entregue su ser. Voy a sentir las caricias que tanto pedí. Voy a vivir la vida que me digas que amé.